So don't make the same mistake that we made last year. It's nearly winter and we can't afford any more big projects. However, we have learned a couple things that we can do even within our budget, and these things make a huge difference. In June this year, we spent 15 minutes filling out the Energywise Home Energy Savings Tool. What's it called?
Energywise?
We just call it the Energywise tool. So we filled out this questionnaire, and basically what it does is it helps you understand what is going on in your home, what are the next steps you need to take to be able to make it more energy efficient, and then literally like what's your options to do that, like how much is it going to cost, what fits in your budget, what, like it gives you links of like who to click on, who to find to help you out with various projects. And I'll be honest, before we did this tool, I just felt quite overwhelmed about how much work we've got to do on this house. It is super cold in winter and we only have X amount of budget, so we can't do everything at once. And it was pretty overwhelming, being like, where do we even start with this? But actually this Energywise tool genuinely did help us figure out, right, here's our next steps. So for this winter, we've picked these two things that we can do that we think are going to make a huge difference. So, do you want to come see? Right, this first one's with the windows.
So one of the things that we have been able to do is tidy up the exterior of the windows to be able to help plug some gaps and fill in any holes. Similarly, what we can do on the inside of the windows is use some draft-proofing strips and fill in any gaps along the side here, ultimately to keep the warm air in and the cold air out.
So what's going on up here is there is some really basic insulation, but it doesn't hit all the way to the ends. And so we're clearly losing a lot of heat through the roof. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to get some fresh insulation, roll it all the way to the ends, make sure all the gaps are filled. That's going to make a huge difference in keeping the heat in the house and not losing it through the roof. So these are the tips that we got after we spent only 15 minutes filling out this form, which helped us to see the things we could do rather than getting overwhelmed by the things we couldn't do.